Welcome back.
All right. Send in your Howie rolls. We will review them.
Send in your Howie rolls. Humor me, and I'll leave you be.
What was that one Will Smith movie or Will Ferrell movie?
Welcome to the best Italian.
All right, guys. Welcome back to the Bench to Mike podcast. It's been a long overdue episode that we haven't done in a while.
Indeed it has.
We haven't made an episode in a while. We keep going to games, but we just don't do the podcast. Now, the reasoning is I don't really know much about hockey. Chris knows about hockey. So I feel like the podcast would just be Chris talking and me going, yeah, I enjoyed the food.
Yeah, I enjoyed the ice.
But not the Howie roll. Not the Howie roll.
We'll get back to that in a minute.
Absolutely. So it was the end of season 1 for the Bench to Mike podcast. Thank you for everybody that tuned in to, us, because, we really appreciate all the love, all the support that the Bench to Mike podcast has been getting. I think we're at like 67 followers on Instagram now, which is great. It's growing way better than I thought it was going to be. So thank you to all our followers on there. And then on YouTube, we're doing great in watch hours, great in views, comments. Love it. We're really enjoying it. And the start of season 2, we're starting off with a banger with UFL games, and one UFL game, and then we're also going to Canada for football and a baseball game. Football for me, and then baseball for Chris.
And maybe a surprise. We'll see.
Oh,
if something comes up, we'll see.
Yeah, we will absolutely see, but that's kind of what we have planned right now. So season 2 on the way, but thank you all for season 1. So to wrap up season 1, we're going to talk about kind of just some things about season 1. So starting off, Chris, what was your favorite football moment?
I'm not going to lie, Caleb. We've had a lot. Obviously, we've been to fewer football games this year, but that was because it was at the tail end of the football season when we started this podcast.
That is correct.
And vlogging series.
Mm-hmm.
But to answer your question, I would say the pregame light show of the Browns and Jets game. That was awesome. And just hearing a sold out crowd at a football game just screaming like and just oh my goodness. And the fans around me, we had a great group of people around me. They were rowdy. They were very rowdy, trash talked us, but it was all for the love of football. It was all for the love of the game.
It really that was a great atmosphere.
That was the best moments football-wise. Honestly, actually, that was probably my favorite moment just in general of the podcast.
Absolutely. And it also meant so much to, the Cleveland community. And, one big thing you always say after games, the Kalamazoo or, whatever other town really backs up their hockey or their football, whatever game we're at. But, I think Cleveland does the best job that we've been to. Cleveland does the best job of backing up their sports.
They set the bar, and it's going to be really hard to find a team that can match it.
Yeah, and also it was just very evident in terms of the vlog as well. The vlog went crazy. The interaction, the comments, the likes we got, we always say it backs their community, but also they also love watching the highlights and the recaps and the videos, and they also keep up with their community. Everyone was so kind in our comments all from the vlog, which meant a lot to us, and the engagement we got, we really, really enjoyed that, and we were. We actually got thanked in the comments. I hit the mic. I'm sorry. We actually got thanked in the comments. We're like, hey, thanks for showing what a game day experience is like. And we will definitely be back. And we also plan on going to a Cavs game.
Absolutely.
At some point, whether that's next year or whatever.
I am a Cavs fan after all.
He's a loser is what he is. But
hey,
buddy.
So for me, my favorite football.
What's yours, Caleb?
Hey, Chris. Thanks for asking, buddy. My favorite football moment probably. I just really, really enjoyed. Now mine probably is the Browns light show as well, but I'm gonna just have a different answer just so we can talk about different aspects.
Variation.
Humor me. Okay. I would say I really enjoyed the BG and the Minnesota game just because the people that we brought along. It was a big group. I enjoyed the drive to Detroit. I enjoyed seeing old friends, and then the game overall, just rooting for Bowling Green and watching a group of 5 team that we're fans of take on a Power 5 team, and just I love an underdog story, and I also love what BG is building and the guys on the team, the talent they have. I'm also a big fan of Bazelak, the quarterback. So it was just really cool to watch their system and watch them play. And also, I'm big into football. Obviously, I'm a D3 college football player. And I look at football analytically and statistically and kind of analyze the field. And so I'm always talking to Chris about well, what are they doing this for? Stuff like that. So it was cool to have and share that experience with everybody in our group. And also, the Lions Stadium is sick. I gotta go to a Lions game.
We will. Detroit fans, if any Lions fans, tell us where the best parking is, because we have yet to have good luck with all the Detroit games we've been to.
We always
with
struggle.
parking.
Yeah, we always struggle in Detroit for parking.
So, any Lions fans or Pistons or Red Wings or anybody from the Detroit area, please tell us where the best place to park is.
Please share, kid.
Close to the stadium.
Please share.
Please share.
All right, next one. Favorite hockey moment.
I'll start this one. Hands down, I think the latest vlog we did and the latest game we were at, stepping out on the green ice. I think that just put an exclamation point on the series that we're doing as a whole, and I really think that it kind of just set the bar for future games we're going to be going to, and I think it really is a precursor for what is to come, for how big we are planning and how far we are planning to take this podcast.
I absolutely agree. I think game-wise, no, it wasn't the best.
Oh, no.
But in terms
No.
of how the faculty treated us, how the fan base treated us, what we got to do, and the networking we did, we got to meet the broadcaster and the PA guy at Kalamazoo, and he shook our hands, offered his phone number, said he loves journalism, stuff like that. So it set the bar. I think we've brought up a couple of times that this set the bar, but we just keep raising the bar. We just keep raising it at every game, every experience. And I really feel for how small we are right now, we can really make something out of this.
Oh, I forgot to bring the puck. I should have brought it.
You sure brought the puck.
And they gave us a puck for our future studio. Don't have it yet.
It is in the works.
But it is in the works.
Give us 4 years.
Give us 20 years.
Give us 20 years.
But no, they gave us a it's probably going to be the best puck we have in our collection for
Very cool.
for years to come.
Yeah, just go check out the Kalamazoo vlog if you guys want to see it.
Only players and coaches have it, and us.
Yep, the BTM podcast.
BTM podcast. So what about you, Caleb?
My favorite hockey moment. I got tied. It's tied because I love the history of BG's hockey. I love the old arena and just being in it and witnessing the BG fans, because I just don't think any fans compare to what BG's got going on.
Thank you.
You're welcome. But I did really enjoy the Miami game. The Miami-Ohio game. I really enjoyed that beautiful arena. They do a wonderful job. Chris, we both got a puck, actually.
Yeah,
We both
from the coach. Those are the coaches.
Yeah, the coaches gave us pucks. They shook our hands. They had a nice, good 3-minute conversation with us.
Oh yeah, then they let us take shots from their box.
Oh yeah, that was really cool. Obviously it doesn't compare to the Kalamazoo game, just in terms of, but it was kind of a taste of what was to come, And
it did come.
It did come. That's what she said. But yes, the Miami game. Yeah, it's kind of weird. I enjoyed the newness of Miami, but they also have rich history. When you walk in, you see all the NHL players and everything. But then I do enjoy old BG. So I think I got a tie there. So
Next segment.
Basketball.
Favorite basketball moment, and we only went to one basketball game. What game was that, Chris?
Cleveland Cavaliers taking on the Detroit Pistons.
What game did you drag me to, Chris? The Detroit Pistons.
This one
basketball
was
game.
a last-minute planning. We were not planning on going to this game.
Nope.
I was going to watch this game at home on the TV, but I looked because the Detroit Pistons were in the midst of a historically bad season, and they are still not as bad as the Washington Wizards, though, but It was like right after their 26-game losing streak, which is historically bad. So Detroit fans, sorry for that, and sorry for that massacre you got that game. I guess so. I looked and it was like, wow, front row of the upper deck, so it'd be like we're watching on TV, $30. So I was like,
And
hey,
they were
vlog?
great seats. They were great seats. Not gonna lie.
They were. And
I mean, what was your favorite moment though? You'd say.
so I'd say my favorite, definitely not the parking. Oh
Not
my
the
goodness.
We never have. Good
They
parking.
robbed us $40, so we had to pay $8 to park at the Lions Stadium for that exact same parking lot. So, okay. My favorite moments. Ooh, it was just that one game. Honestly, it was a low energy game. They're bad. I understand why people weren't there. Not really experience, like an experience standpoint. Honestly, Darius Garland, I enjoyed watching him score 29 points and shooting all those threes. That's the guy
Yeah, that was that little guy, right?
that was shooting all the threes. Yep.
Yeah,
You probably don't remember.
I
numbers,
do.
but-
I don't remember his name, but we were laughing a lot about him. I know Kane was cracking
Yep.
jokes.
DG.
Yeah.
I enjoyed watching DG have a heck of a game. That was my favorite moment from that game. What about you, Caleb?
Nothing from the game, but I do enjoy watching basketball. And I'm looking forward to future NBA or even college
Sure.
basketball vlogs. I enjoyed that we brought along Kane, and we also went to Mom Spaghetti. I felt like one, Mom Spaghetti is really good, and two, I felt like
Really
bringing Kane.
Really good.
But bringing Kane along for the vlog just brought like a whole different. Chris and I use the word intimacy. Like that's our goal. Is we want to be intimate with our viewers, and we want to show that we're like just normal people doing our thing, and we just love to go to. We're just normal fans, you know. And we're just loving sports, and we want to share our love with our YouTube community and even Instagram. I guess we're even building an Instagram community now, but just having Kane brought a different personality to the Bench My podcast. And I also just cherish my friendship with Kane. So just having him there as a third person for the Detroit game and his knowledge of basketball as well, it was just a really great time.
I feel like that could be said for a lot of
A
people
lot
we
of
bring.
people they bring to our games as well. But I just shout out Kane because I don't have any other basketball moment. Basketball
That's
moments to talk
only
about.
one.
I keep bumping the mic with my headphones. I'm so sorry, viewers, if you're hearing that.
Yeah.
All right, time for the good stuff. Oh, you know what? I totally forgot to add fave stadium and least favorite stadium.
Oh, favorite stadium. Oh, favorite Browns. I actually this summer planning on doing a stadium ranking video. One for the podcast, and he wants me to show mine because for a school project, it could be over anything I want. So I was like, a good project over anything I want. It give me opportunity to rank all stadiums, which is 31 now that I've been to. So this summer I'll probably do a stadium ranking for the podcast. We'll see.
Will that be just season one, or will it also cover the UFL and the Canada?
It'll cover everything up until the video. So
Okay.
if we film it after Canada, those will be on there. But Browns number one. Spoiler alert.
Okay. My favorite stadium in hockey or football,
Everything.
everything.
Everything that I guess the podcast has been to.
Man, it's a hard one.
It is. We've been to a lot of beautiful places.
This sounds. I guess I don't know. Since you already mentioned NFL stadium, I really. Man, it's tough. I really did enjoy Miami's stadium, but at the same time, I also really enjoyed the Lions stadium. But I go Miami, Ohio over Detroit Lions. I know that's stupid to say, but just like the atmosphere and the walking into, like you just see it. I'm a big history buff, so walking in, seeing all this sports history as you walk in, you go up the steps, you watch the little kids playing, training to be future Miami Redhawks, and then you go into the stadium and you watch a beautiful game on some beautiful ice with great lighting. I mean, they do a great job for being a small college. I mean, for a small D1, like I got to go Miami, Ohio.
That was my second pick too.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Miami fans, Miami students, you guys have it made down there. I am, as a BG student, I'm kind of jealous. I love the classic arenas, but my goodness, a good arena that is modernized, that is done right, found in Oxford, Ohio. If you're a big hockey guy and you love just going to games, go catch a Miami Redhawks game. You will not be disappointed.
We'll have to go catch one. We'll have to go catch some more, I mean. of course, and the football game. You said the stadium is. But
Oh my goodness! Outside of Ohio State and Michigan, Miami, the Yager Stadium, best college football stadium I've been to.
Don't spoil it too much, because we will go to a Miami game.
We will, hey, this is arbitrary. This is mine. This isn't
That's true.
his. We got to make sure he's impressed.
Absolutely. Now, least favorite stadium.
Ooh, least favorite. I'm not gonna lie.
Not gonna lie.
Pistons.
Whoa, did not expect that. Why?
You got to go to a Red Wings game, man. I've been to a Red Wings game. Detroit's a Red Wings city, and just
So you're
I know there's a
comparing
lot
Detroit
of-
stadiums? Is that why it's your least favorite? Like you're
and
comparing.
I know it's Little Caesars Arena. It's a beautiful arena, but my goodness, it's just not the same with basketball. And to add on to the fact, Detroit, I think, was 9-49 going into that game, so the
Jesus.
community was not backed. But it just wasn't there. Or wait, other than that, Ohio State, Value City Arena. I do not like Value City Arena. It's too big for a college hockey arena. It's too big, and the fans don't pack the stands. If it was smaller, I've always said if Ohio State had a smaller arena, it'd be great. It'd be top 5 all time. But Value City Arena, not good. I don't like it either. So that and the Pistons Arena.
Sorry, I'm actually looking back through old stadiums that we've been to.
Take your time.
So for me, humor me. Shout out Meekan Chester Cheetah. If I can shout him out, is that okay if I shout him out, Chris?
Yeah.
All right, appreciate it.
I guess if I had to pick one, now that I had some time to think about it, kind of put on the spot there. Value City. Value City was the worst for me. Then Detroit. Detroit had better amenities. Value City Arena, no it has a nice concourse, but it's bland.
Mhm.
It's just bland. You could tell because I did a little reading. Ohio State built that. It moved out of St. John Arena, which their old basketball arena was, because they wanted to host concerts. And you could tell it's just not branded towards hockey. So as a hockey venue, I got to put it last place.
Yeah, I was gonna say Ohio State, but since you stole my answer, I'm changing. Well, I'm to my second answer, which is Western Michigan's football stadium.
Wow.
Only because the city, sorry Kalamazoo, but the city of Kalamazoo that I guess that you see from Western Michigan is just ugly, and the wind it picks up in the stadium where you're sitting as a fan. It was cold that game. Now maybe a warmer game might be better, so I probably shouldn't consider weather. But also just visually, the stadium, it's nice, but it just doesn't come together for me. Like
Really?
like BG honestly isn't as nice as Western Michigan's, but I like BG's more because they bring it together more and it feels more like an all around stadium. Western Michigan has like a really nice athletic facility to the right and then just bare railroad tracks to your left as you look out onto the game, and also like the stand sits so high. But honestly, also we went to a Maction game and it was also it was a Thanksgiving break.
Oh yeah, there
was no one there, so that fan engagement we didn't really get. So I mean, like we're definitely gonna have to run it back. But as of right now, at the end of season 1, from what I experienced and of all the great games I experienced, including how awful OSU was, even OSU's hockey games, at least they packed the stadium. At least they had like fans and a student section. Western Michigan just had nothing, and was really embarrassing as they tried to get like the fans to cheer. And only was the band.
Surprised you remember that.
And there was just a band like yelling.
I'm surprised you remember that.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was cringing. And
I remember you were.
I also hate how cold I was, but the game itself though was great. I really enjoyed the BG versus Western Michigan game and watching BG just tear it up. But yeah, in terms of the stadium, it's nice, and honestly, I think it's better than BG in a way, but it just isn't brought together. And just like if you look past stadium, it looks like terrible. I mean, you see Kalamazoo College, and then you see railroad tracks. So it's probably my least favorite.
That's fair. That's a good analysis.
I feel like it was a fair assessment.
No, that was a good analysis.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. All right, now for our last two, fave food and least favorite food.
Honorable mention, North Dakota fans.
You showed out.
You showed out. You have a large fan base. He was impressed.
I was impressed.
I went down to Nashville and I sent him a picture of a North Dakota fan because I told him North Dakota fans are everywhere.
You guys are everywhere.
Okay, next section.
Favorite food, least favorite food.
Favorite food, mom spaghetti. It's great. He kind of already covered it. They make. There's not a lot of restaurants out there that make spaghetti right, like recreational spaghetti right. Mom Spaghetti does. It's great. You could tell they make their own pasta. It's not just something out of a box.
And it's great price for what you get.
It really is.
Great price.
Oh my goodness! If you're in Detroit and you're going to a sporting event, what's convenient is all of the stadiums are right there and along that strip. So go to Mom Spaghetti. What is it, like $15 for just a big bucket of spaghetti?
It honestly will feed
meatballs?
3 people. 3
Oh
small
my
people.
goodness! I couldn't finish it, and I am a food eater.
I ate like half of mine, and but now Kane really, I know he really enjoyed his spaghetti sandwich or whatever. Oh, I hit the mic again. This 3rd time, tally it. 4th time, tally it. But yeah, I know Kane, and I think the sandwich was even cheaper.
Yeah.
But I highly recommend going to that. What's your least favorite food?
Least favorite food?
The Howie roll.
Don't even mention the Howie roll.
Don't even mention the
Oh
Howie
my
roll.
goodness! I don't want to rag on them too much because I'm sure
I do.
I'm sure the people that were working there are good people, but
Sure.
my goodness, what's the actual restaurant name? Howie's Pizza.
Hungry
Howie's.
Howie's Pizza.
Hungry Howie's Pizza. Well,
You're terrible, kid.
it's
Get out of the business.
I'll say this: I was hungry today. I drank a protein shake for breakfast. Went to the gym this morning at my school. Got a good lift in, got a good leg day in. Went to class. I was starving during class, and I thought of a Howie roll. I thought of eating a Howie roll. I wasn't hungry anymore. I was not thinking of. I was not a hungry Howie anymore.
I was the hungry Howie.
I was not a hungry Howie anymore.
Honestly, that's how we should just leave this segment and move on to the bracket.
Okay,
Honestly,
that's fair.
That's just how we're gonna end it. That's the answer you guys need, and that's how we're gonna leave
For
it.
those that aren't picking up, that's his answer too.
It's my answer. Very true.
Okay. Now moving on to the first annual Bench to Mike March Madness bracket challenge. And as of right now, what are we at? 30 members in our group?
30 members, it appears so.
Are you able to put a link to that in the description, Caleb, of this video?
Yeah, I can for sure.
Check it out. Link is in the description of the video.
Or on our
Link
Instagram
is
page.
on the Instagram page. We will be posting a story every day with the link at probably 8 a.m., 9 a.m. We'll see when either of us are awake. And there's also an Instagram post where you just copy and paste that link. It's public. There's no code required to get in. Just click the link, make your bracket. Please put your name on it. There's like 10 or 20 anonymous people, and it's just ESPN fan, random numbers.
Yeah.
So we would appreciate it. Winner is getting a prize, so we will email you or DM you. Either
And
or.
it is not pay to play. I've had a lot of questions. Is it pay to play? It is not pay to play.
It is not pay to play.
We're just having this for fun. Trying to get some more engagement with you guys. Reach out to our community that follows us. So this is really just kind of a fun thing that we want to do as a community. But yeah, it's not pay to play. We're just a fun thing, and that we're pulling money out of our pockets for the prize.
Of course.
So, you want to dive in, Chris?
Absolutely. Oh, by the way, we are thinking of possibly live streaming the national championship if we don't agree on the same team winning it all, and if our teams that want to win, if the teams we pick to win it all do play each other, that is a possibility. We'll see. That's far down the road, though.
Most definitely. All right, so we're gonna start off in the East bracket. UConn, number 1 UConn versus number 16 Stetson. Chris?
Give me UConn. They won the tournament last year, and I think they're primed for another deep run.
Give me UConn as well because Chris and I have this joke where we do when I do drafts, like football drafts, or I guess now we also did the tournament kind of thing in high school a couple of times together, and I always did my research, and he knows me and makes fun of me for it. So I did do research, and UConn was one of the top teams to pick.
But guys, if we do make any dumb picks, we do not watch regular season college basketball. Personally, I am a college. I am a what's it called? I am a casual March Madness watcher. I only watch March Madness and nothing outside of it. Nothing more, nothing less. That's it.
Well, also,
And
I
this
heard it's
guy-
the most exciting. Sorry, it's the most exciting like basketball to watch.
Oh, yes. Oh, my goodness. Honestly, I would put it up there with one of the best postseasons just in sports. March Madness.
You know, I believe it with how we used to talk in high school about it.
Oh, it was crazy. But, yeah, so if we make a dumb pick,
We are sorry. We are sorry. We're sorry.
Next game, FAU or Northwestern? Give me Northwestern.
give me FAU. They made the Final Four last year.
I'm going Northwestern just because
They're
I like-
purple.
Yeah, I like purple. I like purple, and their FAU is number 8, Northwestern number 9. So I like underdog, and also I like number 9. So and 3 times 3 is 9. So CF 3 times 3, Northwestern.
And Trace McSorley was
Trace
number 9.
McSorley. You feel me? San Diego State. Number 5, San Diego State versus number 12, UAB. Give me San Diego State.
Give me the Aztecs. They were the national runners-up last year.
See, he knows his stuff.
I watched the tournament
guys,
last year.
Guys, I'm just here.
Do not make me out to be this super genius. I watched the tournament last
He's
year.
a mega genius. He is
No,
super,
I'm not.
He's the smartest kid
No,
I know.
I'm not.
He's the most wonderful.
I'm not.
Most beautiful. Wait. Okay. Number 4 Auburn versus number 13 Yale.
This guy. Give me Auburn.
Give me Yale.
Whoa.
Give me the educated.
Here comes
the sun.
upset.
Jahe.
Oh, man. Yeah, he's done. He's done.
Give me the Yale because they're smart, they're beautiful, and they can play some basketball.
Go Bulldogs.
Is Yale actually the Bulldogs?
Yes.
Yes, go Bulldogs.
They have, I think they have the most football national championships out of everybody. I think they have like 24.
Have you heard of Mount Union? Have you heard of Mount Union?
Do they have 24 to 27 national championships?
They got 36 conference, something like that.
I don't know how many. If Yale has like over 24 national championships, think of how many conference championships they have.
Humor me, and I'll leave you be.
Number 6 BYU or number 11 Duquesne.
Ooh, the pronunciation. I'm surprised you got that right.
I actually played with a kid at Mount he transferred from Duquesne as a long snapper.
Hey, okay.
I hope you're doing well. He actually played his first season at Duquesne, transferred to Mount, and now he went back to Duquesne.
Oh.
So I hope you're doing well back at Duquesne, bro.
Best wishes to Caleb's bro at Duquesne,
Mr. Long Snapper himself.
Mr. Long Snapper.
Give me Duquesne just because. Shout out my friend that's a long snapper. I'm rooting for you, bro. Hopefully your
Um,
basketball team does well. Even though I'm not sure you're a basketball fan, but you go to Duquesne, so I'm rooting for you.
Give me BYU. Because Zach Wilson's the Jets quarterback. Well, was. But he's still on the team because they can't trade him. But he went to BYU. So
That's probably
give me the Cougars.
Give me the Cougars.
Give me the Go Cougars.
Go Cougars.
Number 3 Illinois versus 14 Morehead State. Give me Illinois just because of the higher seed, and I don't know about either school. So
Give me Illinois as well. We played against the LCC game. One of the kids had an offer to Morehead State. I can't remember which one it was. It was one of the running backs. I believe he had an offer to Morehead State.
was it Sean Thomas?
I
Or
believe it was.
the guy with Cincinnati.
Somebody will have to fact check me because I don't want to spread misinformation, but I'm
Yeah.
sure. I think one of them had an offer to Morehead State.
Well, I played with the other one, Rossi Moore. He was a linebacker at Mount. I hope you're doing well, Rossi.
Yeah. Shout out to Rossi Moore and Sean Thomas. Hope
Yeah.
you guys are both.
Sean
doing
Thomas is
well.
a transfer portal. I'm not sure if he's committed yet, but
Oh,
he's a
well,
transfer portal.
best wishes to you, Sean Thomas.
Sorry, a little segment here. His only offer was Notre Dame College, and they closed down. The only offer I saw, he only had one offer last time I checked his Twitter, and it was Notre Dame College, and they closed down.
I still can't believe that college closed down because I always had that common stereotype in my head that there was this big, primmy, rich school.
And, yeah, because they had really nice facilities, and they also are a really winning program. They have 5 or 6 rings.
So what? It's just going to be Bulldoze now?
I don't know. I heard they're merging with Lake Erie and Walsh, but
That's crazy. Maybe
Anyways.
an abandoned stadium vlog is on the way.
actually,
We'll see.
That'd be sick. Anyways, number 7 Washington State versus number 10 Drake.
This game terrifies me.
Why is that?
Either team could win and either team could lose.
I'm going Drake because I like his music.
Dude, I was thinking the exact same thing.
Shout out God's plan.
I just want to pick Drake.
It's God's
'cause
plan.
But Washington State, man, I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to think of football players that went to Washington State. Ryan Leaf, biggest draft bust ever. Give me Washington State because Ryan Leaf.
Shout out Ryan Leaf.
Go Ryan Leaf. Go Cougars. Go Cougars.
Go. They're also the Cougars? Wow.
Drake? I think that's a picture of a bulldog, Caleb.
Oh, that's. I think it's a pit bull. I don't know what that is.
Oh, go Drake, go Drake.
Go, God's plan, bro. Number 2, Iowa State versus number 15, South Dakota State. Give me Iowa State because the Mount Union guys go there.
Whoa.
Mount Union guys coach at Iowa State. So
Yeah. Shout out Campbell, Coach Jason
Dude,
Campbell,
that might be correct.
or no, Matt Campbell. Matt Campbell's his name. Shout out Matt Campbell. I think he won a couple MAC titles too when he was at Toledo.
Is it Jason Karras then? Is it Vince Karras and Jason? Who's his son?
No, Vince Karras. Vince Karras is the current DC at
Yep,
Toledo.
Vince.
Yep.
And then it's Larry Karras, the one, the great all-time great.
Yeah, the all-time.
We're switching subjects here. We're talking about football in a basketball tournament.
It's hard.
We don't make no sense.
So do you want to finish the East bracket or do you want to move on into the West bracket?
Let's just keep scrolling down.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick Iowa State just because of the 2 seed, but South Dakota State, the Jacks. Did they win the FCS national championship for football? I think
that
they did.
sounds right. That sounds right.
I think they did because I know they bulldozed the heck out of North Dakota State, but I think that was in the semifinals. I don't know. I'll have to be fact checked, but I'm 99% sure that they won the FCS national championship.
We're looking it up right now.
I think this would be their back-to-back year, their second straight
Yeah,
year.
South Dakota State won it in 2022 and 2023.
Who knows? Maybe they could go on another run of basketball. We'll see. Hey,
Imagine winning both.
I will be rooting for South Dakota State in this game, but I will be picking Iowa State because I'm not that crazy. Okay, moving on. West bracket: North Carolina and Howard/Wagner, which that game should have ended by now.
Give me North Carolina because Michael Jordan.
Give me dude. I was thinking the same thing. Give me the Tar Heels.
me-
Go Tar Heels.
Give me the tires.
Give me the Tar Heels.
Number 8 Mississippi State versus number 9 Michigan State.
Give me Michigan State
Give me Michigan
because
State.
I love the Great Lakes. I've been to all of the Great Lakes except Lake Ontario, which we will be going to this summer because because Toronto's on the shores of Ontario. So I love their lakes and fishing.
Give me Michigan State simply because I used to claim I was a fan of Michigan State when I was a
Ooh.
kid, just because I like their colors and I like the Spartan. And also a good friend of mine, shout out Tyson Spire. He's a Michigan State fan, so
Yeah.
I'm representing him here at the BTM podcast.
Go Sparty.
Is that actually what they say? That's kind of cool.
I don't think so.
Oh, you're just a jerk then. Number 5, St. Mary's versus number 12, Grand Canyon. No,
Ooh.
I don't even know about either of these schools. I didn't know they even existed, but
The Great Canyon.
sounds like something on Meat Canyon. So we're gonna go with the Grand Canyon, number 12, beating St. Mary's.
What are their mascots? St. Mary's Gales, Grand Canyon, the Antelopes. Oh,
The Antelopes.
dude, Grand Canyon Antelopes. That rolls off the tongue so good.
That's probably the best school
That-
name and mascot I've ever heard together.
Oh my goodness, dude.
Give me Grand Canyon, number 12.
Give. Oh, this breaks my heart. I'm gonna have to go St. Mary's here. I'm not crazy enough to pick a 12
You
seed
picked
yet.
Jesus over the Grand Canyon.
I'm taking St. Mary's over the Grand Canyon. Grand Canyon. It looks beautiful in pictures.
I hope we can go sometime. We were planning on going this summer, but it didn't work out.
Didn't work out.
but we're
But
gonna go
next
soon.
summer possibly, or summer after that, we'll see. But we
Potential.
will. Before we die, we will be there.
Lots of potential.
Lots of potential.
Lots of potential.
Number 4, Alabama versus number 13, Charleston. Give
Roll
me
Tide.
Give me Bama.
Roll Tide.
Nick Saban
Roll.
just retired, but I believe in Bama.
Roll Tide. Nick Saban will he'll still coach that team to a win this one.
Yeah, absolutely. So give me Bama number 4. Go Elephants.
Clemson, New Mexico. Wait, the Lobos, New Mexico Lobos.
Do you feel a connection to Lobos?
No comment. I'm gonna go. Oh, this is a tough game too.
I'm going
Did you know
Clemson.
you could pick preview and it'll show you the stats?
Oh, cool. Like predicted, or like is it just like
No,
past?
like points per game.
Oh, like
opponents'
for
points
the-
per game. Record versus top 25 teams.
So what's saying? Give me some advice here, Chris.
It says here at the bottom, New Mexico State averages 81.5 points per game, and Clemson, excuse me, Clemson has scored 77.4 points per game.
Okay.
And then the opponent's points per game, New Mexico has allowed 70.5 points per game, and Clemson has allowed 71.3 points per game. So not only has New Mexico allowed less and scored more, the point differential, they're winning by about 10 points per game, and Clemson is winning by about 6 points per game.
So it's kind of like underdog pick here, but like statistically,
it looks like from just this, the analytics love New Mexico here.
I'm going against the analytics. I'm going Clemson.
Dude, I was thinking the same thing.
Let's go against the
Go
analytics.
Tigers. Go Tigers.
Tigers. Go Tigers.
Deshaun Watson.
Trevor Lawrence.
Go
Tigers.
Go Tigers. Taj Boyd. Shout out from the most forgotten New York Jet ever.
I don't even know who that is. Exactly Chris's point. Number 3, Baylor versus number 14, Colgate. I'm going Baylor.
Bears.
RG3 himself.
Yes.
I love RG3.
I love just talking about football when this is a basketball bracket, but
Go Bears. Go Baylor.
If we only knew something about basketball.
I think they won a couple years ago, Baylor. I think they won the whole thing. I don't know. I think it might have been the 2020. No, they canceled it. I don't know. Within the last couple years, they won the whole thing. I'm pretty sure. So, go Baylor.
Number 7, Dayton versus number 10, Nevada. See, I think we should go Dayton just because it's an Ohio team.
That is true. Go Flyers, man. Go Flyers.
Shout out to the guy we played against a guy in high school who now is a offensive lineman for Dayton. He walked on, so shout out him. Hope you're doing well, dude.
Shout out that guy. You know what? I'm gonna go against the grain here. I'm gonna go Nevada, the Wolfpack.
Shout out Nevada for having the NCAA record for tallest quarterback to ever play in a football game. He's now playing overseas.
Oh,
so
I didn't know
shout out that guy.
Yeah, that's why I'm voting Nevada. Go Wolfpack.
Absolutely, because if they have a tall quarterback, they definitely have some tall basketball players. So,
Exactly.
Number 2, Arizona versus number 15, Long Beach State.
Long Beach State. That is
Beach
that is an awesome school name.
Long
Man.
Beach. Long Beach.
Long Beach State.
I'm going Arizona just because they had a great football season, and Cash Peterman, their kicker, he's like famous on Instagram. So shout out Arizona.
Yeah. You do not follow sports, or if you have not seen one of his reels that say, treat this right and you get a follow back, you probably do not follow any sports outlet.
You're crazy, kid. Get out of the community.
I will be taking Arizona as well, though, because they actually lost to Princeton. Arizona was a 2 seed last year, and they lost to Princeton, which was a 15 seed. So I don't think it'll happen this year, but definitely something to consider in the later rounds. So I'm telling you all of my knowledge so you don't look like a complete idiot.
Which I think the community already knows. I think the community like, hey, Caleb knows nothing except football. But if we can do a good conversation about football, I can probably outsmart Chris in terms of like the coaching and the game itself. But I think Chris knows more history of every sport than I do. I would say we should do it. Let's be a video idea of talking about like this is like the 7th time I hit the mic. I am so sorry, but like we should do that as a video idea of like who knows more history of NFL or college football. It'd be kind of fun. Sure. Anyways, let's dive into the South bracket. Hey guys, it's basketball season. Okay, number 1, Houston versus
Longwood.
Give me Longwood.
Whoa, 6 seed over 1?
Bro, I love underdog. And
dude,
Longwood.
No. This is a troll. This is a troll.
You watch.
Dude.
Longwood's gonna take Houston.
There has
through
been
the ringer.
There has been 152 1 versus 16 seeded games in this tournament. Do you know how many times the 16 seeds won?
At least once.
2. That's it. They're 2 in 150.
And now they're about to make it CF3 with Longwood.
Pick Houston. Just pick Houston.
Humor me, and I'll leave you be.
I'm humoring Chris, but just know, Longwood fans,
you're in my heart. You're in my heart, Longwood.
He's a Longwood fan, but do not. This is not a troll. We're trying.
We're trying to win our own prize. Number 8, Nebraska versus number 9, Texas A&M.
Give me the Aggies. Give me Texas A&M.
Give me Texas A&M because Johnny Manziel, and he's kind of coming back out in the news and media, and I've loved every documentary and podcast he's been on. So
yeah, whatever that is, I know has a documentary. I have not got around to watching it.
It's so good.
I do know that their football stadium is, I think, the 3rd largest, or maybe 4th largest. I don't know. Top 5 largest football stadium. It looks awesome, and our football team plays them this year. So can't wait.
Let's get it. Number 5, Wisconsin versus number 12, James Madison. I think we go James Madison. Otherwise, your girl will be mad at us.
Oh, that's literally what I was gonna say. I was gonna be like, yeah, I'm going the Dukes. Give me the James Madison Dukes, because My girlfriend goes there. So
And also, one heck of a run by the football team. Remember, we'll give you 3 claps. 3 claps for James Madison Duke's football team. They were trying to get into a bowl game, but NCAA was like, heck no. They applied twice, and they got into a bowl game because there was not enough teams to, field, bowl games.
Yeah.
So screw you, NCAA. Sorry, I know I'm a D3 college athlete, but screw you, NCAA, for not letting James Madison. They deserved it.
You're bad.
But thank you, James Madison, and what a great season. Congratulations to you guys.
What a great season in basketball, because obviously, of course, I don't keep up on the records in regular season, but my girlfriend obviously goes to the games because she goes there. They have more wins than any other team in this tournament this year. They're 31-3.
Now, who have they lost to, though? Like good
They've
Power
lost.
5 teams?
They've
Not
lost.
Power 5, but top 25.
They beat Michigan State.
I'm changing my pick for them then.
Nah, I'm just playing.
And they've lost 3 times. I know they lost to Appalachian State twice, and I don't know who the other loss was to. But I do know very vividly her telling me that they lost to Appy State twice. But that's not changing my pick. I am going with the Dukes. The Dukes, the Dukes, the Dukes. It's always been the Dukes. The Dukes. The Dukes. We got to go down there sometime for a football game. Tell you what, you are missing out, man. You want to talk about football in the South?
In the South.
Catch a Dukes game.
Howdy, partner. Welcome to Duke's football.
Duke versus Vermont.
Give me the Dukes.
What is that in the Vermont? Is that a puma? Mountain lion? The Vermont Mountain Lions. Catamounts. Oh, my goodness. I am so sorry, guys. Vermont Catamounts. Is it the Catamounts?
I wish you'd cat my mount, if you understand what I'm saying with that. But give me Dukes. Number 4 Dukes over number 13 Vermont.
Dukes? Did you say Dukes?
Give me the Dukes. Well, yeah, it's Duke. But, okay.
Blue Devils, buddy.
Okay. Comedy. How about that, bud? Hey, comedical value.
Comedy Caleb.
Comedy Caleb. Shout out 13-year-old Caleb. I'm adding the comedical value. So we're going to number 4 Dukes over number 13 Vermont. Vermont's.
Okay.
What's your pick, Chris?
I already said. Give me the Blue Devils.
Okay. Number 6 Texas Tech versus number 11 NC State. Now,
Give me.
Didn't we watch NC State play in a bowl game this year?
Did we?
I think we watched them at your work.
Oh.
But I'm going number 6 Texas Tech because Patty Mahomes. So.
Ooh, that's a good pick. Give me. I think they're also the Wolf Pack, and I already picked Nevada, and they're also the Wolf Pack too.
2 Wolfpack teams?
Yeah, 2 Wolf Pack teams. Why not? Round of 32, we got 2 Wolf Pack teams.
Heck yeah. Number 3 Kentucky.
Oakland. 14 Oakland.
Little factoid about this. The only reason I know about this is because our basketball team played them, got killed by them. Not surprised, but Oakland is from Michigan. Oakland University in Michigan, and I think it's in Detroit. I know. When I first saw Oakland, I was like, Oakland, California?
Is it like a small D1? Would it be like FCS they had football?
They don't. Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I don't even think they have football there. I think they only have basketball and maybe like soccer or something. I don't know. Oakland fans and students, or people in Detroit, let us know. We are very sorry if we are not educated on some of the schools in here, but Oakland has basketball. I don't think they have football.
Well, since you guys don't have football, I'm going number 3 Kentucky.
Yeah, Kentucky.
Because Kentucky is football, and we are football fans. Now, number 7 Gators.
Versus the winner of Boise State and Colorado.
Ooh,
so
Deion Sanders.
So if you pick them, you're depending on them to win tomorrow. So they have to win tomorrow to even carry through if you pick Colorado.
Was this the game we have up with?
No, is this game even
Colorado State or Virginia?
Oh, you might have to refresh that. It's okay. We're already almost done.
Yeah, we had a game like a score sheet in the background, but it's whatever. I'm going Florida. Just because beautiful state, and they're always got dogs.
Beautiful state. That's not what you said when we were in the Keys.
I would never be in that beautiful state, but it is a beautiful. It's visually beautiful.
Exposed.
But my body doesn't like it. I'm meant to be a Midwesterner, so we're gonna keep it that way. Number 2, did you do your pick? What's your pick?
Florida.
Florida Gator. Give me the Gators. Go Gators.
Go Gators.
Shout out to
Gators. Gator chop.
Number 2 Marquette versus number 15 Western Kentucky.
Give me Western Kentucky just because we picked Kentucky last time. And I like
Western Kentucky.
Dude.
The Hilltop. Dude. Oh, go ahead.
Kentucky versus Western Kentucky in the next bracket. That'd be kind of cool. Anyways.
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about their mascot and the blackout uniforms they had with the helmet, with the mask.
Oh, yeah. Dude,
I love it. And they play in Bowling Green.
I love how their
There's-
mascot's Grimace.
Yeah, Red Grimace.
Red Grimace.
Grimace.
Grimace. Yeah.
And they also play in the city of Bowling Green, Kentucky.
Yeah, that should be like a rivalry or something. That should be like something.
You know what? I've seen actually more sources that Western Kentucky is trying to make a move into the MAC. And I think that would be
they would fit in well.
They would fit
Better than the other like 6-hour, 7-hour drive they got for
Buffalo and Northern Illinois.
Yeah.
Although Northern Illinois is in the Midwest, so they kind of checks out there.
Yeah.
Buffalo does not belong in the MAC.
Get out.
Get them out of here.
Anyways, now we're on to the Midwest bracket.
Give me Marquette, by the way. I didn't pick. Give me Marquette
fuck.
because Marquette, Michigan is very beautiful. But I don't think that. But this Marquette is not in Marquette, Michigan. But it's the same city with the same name as the university. All right, moving on. Midwest.
Midwest bracket. Number 1.
This
Purdue.
is where we shine because we're from the Midwest. So,
We're going to go 100%.
oh yeah, we're doing a perfect bracket here.
Number 1 Purdue or what teams, Chris?
MTST / I think that's Grambling State.
I'm going Purdue just because I don't know either of those teams. So
Grambling State actually has a really rich history in the HBCUs.
well, they don't have anything against Purdue, the
Oh, no.
almighty football
But-
team. Purdue. No, I'm just kidding.
I will say, I'm sticking with Purdue. Purdue was one of the only 2 teams ever to lose to a 16 seed, and they just lost to the 16 seed last season. So, will they repeat? Will they repeat?
Stinks.
But
Nice and good.
to help you with this bracket, I guess, Virginia was the first team to lose. They were like 4 or 5 years ago. They made the tournament the following year. They won the whole thing. So take that factoid for what it is in this tournament.
I'll keep it in the dome for sure.
Yeah. Utah State versus TCU. Give me the Horned Frogs.
Give me the whole.
Give me the.
Wait a minute. You can't say that on camera.
Let's.
But
Move
shout out to the guy I went to school with from Utah. Really kind of a cool guy. So hope you're doing well. Hope the Army's treating you nice, and I know you're getting married here soon. So good luck with that.
Yeah, good luck with that. But the team that's in your state will not be winning this game.
Not TCU. Number 5 Gonzaga versus
Gonzaga.
Gonzaga versus number 12
McNeese.
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 These are both stupid names.
Whoa.
Have a normal name.
Have a normal name. Would you like a Gonzaga with you? How we roll? Would you like a little McNeese with you? How we roll?
It does sound like food that like I would eat.
For what it's worth, Gonzaga is 25-7, and McNeese is 30-3.
But also, isn't Gonzaga like historically like the best basketball team, like one of the best basketball teams? I feel like I always hear that they're insanely good.
They're always pretty good. They've never won a natty though. I didn't know that. They've never won a natty, but yes, they're honestly really consistently good. But
Makes
one
sense.
thing that I've heard a lot from a lot of different people that are in our bracket community, they've been texting me this. By the way, once again, link is in the description for that. It's public, so no codes needed, and it's no pay to play. Just get in, have some fun with this. But a lot of people are picking McNeese because they're 30-3. I think they're the second best record-wise in the tournament. But I'm gonna go with Gonzaga because of their history.
Yeah. Number 4, Kansas versus number 13, Samford.
Give me Kansas,
Give me Kansas.
South Carolina, and Oregon.
What's their? Is it Jayhawks or is it just what is their?
Jayhawks.
Yeah, I guessed it.
Rock, Chalk, Jayhawk,
Their uniforms
Win, KU.
are
I think.
very unique, and they do a decent job of what they got going on. So
Yeah.
shout out that. Anyways, number 6, South Carolina versus number 11, Oregon. Got to go Oregon just
Oregon, go Ducks.
because Ducks, and they have the most versatile, most crazy uniforms. They have like new uniforms every game. So shout out Oregon for the football team, anyways. Number 3, creatine.
Nope.
Creighton.
You know, it's the fact that I knew you were gonna say creatine. I knew you were gonna say creatine.
Number 3, Creighton.
Creighton, yeah, Creighton.
Creighton versus number 14, Akron.
Go Mac.
Go
but,
Momac schools.
But
Come on, dude.
I
Come
got
on,
it.
dude.
I want to beat you. I really want to beat you.
You're not going to, kid.
I really want to beat you.
I'm
so-
6'3".
But can you bench 3 plates?
No, that's. I guess it does balance out life for us. That
It does. It does.
You
it
can
does.
bench 315. I'm 6'3", so that does.
The height went to the plates.
It went to the plate. That'd be whoa. When you were born, God was like, "Would you rather bench more or be tall?" And Chris is like,
That'd
"Put
be
the
a-
weight on the bench."
That'd be a pretty good debate to have. Future video, maybe. We'll keep that on the back burner.
Yeah.
Would you
Shut
rather
up.
be taller or
Bench-
short but
bench-
stronger?
I'd be 5 foot if I could bench 6 plates.
Well, I guess that ends that discussion. Anyways, give me. I think that's a Blue Jay. Is that a Blue Jay?
Give
Looks like a
me
Blue Jay.
the zips. Give me the zips.
Give me Creighton Blue Jays, 3 seed over a 14 seed, but he's going Zips.
Give me the zips. Shout out to Mac. I'm representing the Mac since Chris, who actually goes to a Mac school.
I do appreciate that though, Caleb. I do
Absolutely.
appreciate it.
Also,
Thank
I
you.
love Akron's facilities. I've been to Akron. I love the facilities. I love the football stadium. It's surrounded by dorm buildings and education buildings, and I just like that culture. It's really cool.
Yeah. I can't wait. I think you have a game though that day, so we will not be doing a vlog that day, but I will
Unfortunately.
personally be going there for when we play at Akron. All right, moving on. Texas versus the winner of this game, Virginia versus Colorado State. So the other Colorado team.
I'm going Texas.
Give
Because
me
Colorado State's a bunch of
Texas.
dirty players.
Whoa,
I'm
whoa,
just
whoa!
kidding.
Hey,
They made up. They made up.
They
They made up. I'm sorry.
made up.
I take it back. But Texas, Manning, he's there. So shout out Texas for having Manning.
Tennessee over St. Peter's.
Yeah, Tennessee. But I mean, talk about St. Peter.
St.
St. Peter.
St. Peter's. St. Peter's.
St. Peter's.
That's what it's called. St. Peter's.
Hey, St. Peter.
St.
Hey, St. Peter.
Hey, St. Peter.
Hey,
Little factoid,
St.
though.
Peter.
St. Peter's is the only 15 seed to ever make it to the Elite Eight. And they did that 2 or 3 years ago.
Shout out.
St. Peter.
Shout out St. Peter's. But,
Hey.
yeah, I gotta. And one of the other coolest, they have one of the other coolest mascots, the Peacocks. Come on. It's the Antelopes and the Peacocks. Those are
Oh,
probably
Lord.
the 2 coolest mascots. It's a shame, though, that unfortunately neither team will be in the second round. Not according to him, though.
Have
He
you heard
thinks
of a beaver?
the beaver.
The beaver.
There ain't no beavers in this tournament.
There's a beaver that we're currently sitting in. We're on beaver
Sir,
territory.
This is a chair.
Sir, this is a chair.
All
Anyways,
right. UConn versus FAU in the second round. I will be taking UConn. Go Huskies.
we got UConn, Northwestern. Give me UConn. Go Husks.
Oh, that's right. We didn't pick the same because you're dumb and I'm
Okay.
smart.
Okay, kid.
San Diego State versus Auburn in my bracket. I will be taking Auburn. Auburn Tigers.
Got San Diego State versus Yale. Give me San Diego State.
I got Illinois versus BYU. Give me the Illini.
I got Illinois versus Duquesne. Give me Illinois.
I got Iowa State taking on Washington State. Give me the Cyclones. Mostly because there was a tornado that hit our area like 2 days ago.
That was terrifying.
That was scary.
There was like
honestly.
3 of them, dude.
Yeah, it was insane. You see the footage?
I actually saw clips, but I didn't want to watch it because made my
Gives you,
stomach.
like anxiety.
Yeah, made my stomach turn. 'Cause I felt bad for people in
Oh,
near
yeah.
my area. Because I mean,
It was
it's
crazy.
It basically is in our backyard here at Bluffton. Like
Yeah.
it was like 2 towns over, and then another like it was a town south of me and a town like northwest of me. It was terrifying.
Thoughts and prayers go out to the victims, by the way. That was just not a good thing.
Hope everybody's okay.
Hope you're
BTM
all okay.
podcast. Anyways, number 10 Drake versus number 2 Iowa State. I'm going Iowa State as well. Now for the West bracket, North Carolina versus number 9 Michigan State. Give me North Carolina.
Give me the Tar Heels against Michigan State in my bracket.
Grand Canyon versus Alabama. I so badly want to pick Grand Canyon, but we're going
Roll Tide.
I got Alabama versus St. Mary's. Give me the Tide.
number 6 Clemson versus number 3 Baylor. Give me Baylor. Go Bears.
Baylor versus Clemson for me as well. Give me Baylor as well.
Number 7 Dayton versus number 2 Arizona. You know,
Oh, upset. Is this our first Cinderella run?
I just low key. We gotta pick somebody, and I know for sure it's not gonna be Akron. So I'm gonna go Dayton here.
The Flyers.
Give me the Flyers. Flyers versus Baylor in the Sweet 16. Correct? That's what it's called.
Fly, Caleb, fly. Fly, Caleb, fly. You know what? If Dayton wins the whole thing, how about we get Dayton shirts?
That'd be sick. I'd probably
We
get like
will-
a Dayton hoodie, but yeah.
We'll get Dayton shirts and Dayton hoodies.
Merchandise.
What we will buy Dayton merchandise if Dayton wins the whole thing. How's that?
Or if they even make it to the game, we'll go to the game. I don't
The
know.
game.
We'll go to no, I don't even know. But we'll root for them in the live stream.
We will root for them in the live stream. Give me Arizona over Nevada in that game because I did not have Dayton making it out of the first round. All right, Houston. My bracket, I got Houston versus A&M. Give me the Cougars of Houston.
I think I'm agree with you there. Give me Houston. James Madison versus Duke for my next one. I'm gonna go James Madison just because shout out Chris's girlfriend.
Yeah, shout out my girlfriend. I'm also going to be taking James Madison to go to the Sweet 16. So they are, I guess, my Cinderella. So
Heck yeah.
go Dukes. Go Dukes.
Go Dukes. Texas Tech versus Kentucky. Give me Kentucky.
Give me Kentucky beating NC State.
Florida versus Western Kentucky. Give me Florida.
Florida versus Marquette. Give me Florida beating number 2 Marquette.
Now for the Midwest bracket, Purdue versus TCU.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, go ahead.
Midwest bracket? Okay. Give me Purdue just because the number 1 seed, even though I do like the Horned Frogs. But
Yeah, me too. Give me the Boilermakers because I love. Oh, what year? I know in NCAA 03. I love that logo of the train. So, give me Purdue because of that.
Gonzaga versus Gonzaga, right? Gonzaga.
Yeah.
Versus Kansas.
The
Give
Zags.
me Gonzaga.
Give me Gonzaga over Kansas.
Oregon over Akron. That's my pick.
Give me Oregon over Creighton.
Ugh. Texas versus Tennessee. I'm gonna go Tennessee just because of the number 2 seed. So
I feel like that could be a chalk or not chalk. What's the term? Not upset. I don't know. I feel like that's a coin flip game. But oh man, do I have the guts to pick Texas? I'm gonna go Tennessee.
this man's playing it safe. All right, we'll go back up to the East bracket. UConn versus San Diego State. I'm gonna go UConn. I think I have a good chance of running it back. I think they have a good dominant streak going. That's the one team I do know. So
Yeah. I got UConn taking on number 4 Auburn. Give me the Huskies because of the same exact thing you said.
number 3 Illinois versus number 2 Iowa State. Give me Iowa State just because they're the number 2 seed and Mount Union. So
I got number 3 Illinois also taking on the Cyclones. Give me the Illini because they have an alternate logo of this. It's like the head of an Indian chief. Oh my goodness! If you haven't seen it, you need to look it up. It's one of the coolest logos in all of sports. I love it.
future, maybe we'll rate logos in the future episode.
Yeah,
Who knows?
maybe we should.
All right, for the West bracket, North Carolina versus number 4 Alabama. I'm going North Carolina.
Give me
the Tar Heels.
Yeah, give me the Jordans. Give me the Jordans over Bama.
If North Carolina wins it all, we'll get baby blue Jordans. There we go.
Baby blue Jordans.
Number 3 Baylor versus number 7 Dayton. Give me Baylor.
Ooh, hopping off the flyer.
Yeah, I don't
train?
think they'll make it past the big old Bears in RG3.
I got Baylor beating Arizona in the Sweet 16.
No, up to the South bracket. Number 1 Houston versus number 12 James Madison. Honestly, Cinderella story. Give me James Madison.
Oh, here and the plot thickens.
The blood thickens.
Give me Houston over James Madison. I think their run ends at the Sweet 16.
I just think there is a culture that is being built over at James Madison, and I am hopping on the train.
Yeah, I will say there is something going on in James Madison over down in Harrisonburg, Virginia. Which, by the way, I've told him ages ago, if you guys love college football or just love football in general and you love great environments, go to Bridgeforth Stadium on a Saturday down in Harrisonburg, Virginia. You will not be disappointed. The fans down there love their team because there's no like Ohio and then Michigan and even Illinois and Wisconsin and Minnesota. Like there's a lot of states with just one dominant team. Well, with the big Power 5 school, you know what I'm saying? Virginia, there's Virginia Tech, who's usually there, but they've been horrible the past like 4 or 5 years. And then Virginia, who's always been horrible. So by default, James Madison is the best team in Virginia.
Yeah.
So you can see it.
Fair
in the fans.
analysis, yeah.
But give me Houston.
Number 3 Kentucky versus number 7 Florida. I'm going to go...
Give me Kentucky.
I'm gonna go against you and just go Florida, just to go against you, just to
go
add
against
some more. I guess you want to say parody? Can I use the word parody for
Just
this too?
to keep adding
To the
digits to your losses.
for the Midwest bracket, Purdue versus Gonzaga. Ooh, that's a good one.
Give me the Zags.
Give me the Zags. Yeah, I was gonna say, give me the Zags. Number 11, Oregon versus number 2, Tennessee. Give me Tennessee.
This one could be a pick me. Not gonna lie. Oregon looks really good right there, number 11. But ooh, do I have the guts to put an 11 seed in the Elite Eight?
I think you're a bit silly there, kid. You're a bit silly.
Do I?
You're a bit silly, kid.
Do you humor me?
Humor me,
And I'll leave you be.
and I'll mess up your bracket.
And I'll bust your bracket.
What you on,
I don't have the guts to do it. I'm
Cupcake.
putting Tennessee in the Elite Eight.
Chris?
You did the same exact thing.
I don't want to hear it, kid.
No.
Number
Oh.
1, UConn versus number 2, Iowa State for the East bracket. I'm going.
Give me UConn going to the Final Four. Oh.
Give.
Uh-oh.
It's the Mount Union pride in me for playing there for 2 years. It's the Mount Union like winning culture. You know what I'm saying? But this is basketball, and I'm going UConn.
Ooh, so he's taking this seriously, people. If he's taking this over the Mount Union Alumni School, he's taking it serious.
It's about to get serious.
This ain't no joke.
We ain't humoring you right now.
Anyways, in the Western bracket, number 1, North Carolina versus number 3, Baylor. Give me the Tar Heels.
Give me the Jordans.
Give me the Jordans.
Houston versus number 3, Kentucky in the South. Give me Houston.
Mine is James Madison versus Florida. I want to go James Madison because I guess I'm hopping on that train.
James Madison to the Final Four.
I'm going Florida here. I'm going Florida.
Ooh.
Go Gators.
Give me Gonzaga.
Like is Gonzaga in the Midwest bracket?
Yep. Putting them in the Final Four.
Gotcha. So I guess for me, mine's Gonzaga or Tennessee. I'm gonna go. You know what? I'm gonna go Tennessee just because they're number 2 seed. They're number 2 seed, and Gonzaga is number 5 for a reason. So we're going number 2.
Tennessee to the national championship.
Yep.
For me, UConn over North Carolina, and Houston over Gonzaga, which makes my national championship. UConn versus Houston. Give me the Houston Cougars to win the 2024 March Madness Men's National Tournament in the national championship. And there's a tiebreaker here that says how many total points will be scored. The 177. So that's a 90-ish to 80-ish game. So give me that. Houston will be the 2024 national champions.
For my Final Four, give me UConn over North Carolina. 2 number 1 seeds going at it. Crazy battle. If that actually happens, I might watch that game.
Oh yeah.
Number 7, Florida versus number 2, Tennessee. Give me Tennessee in the national championship.
Ooh.
And how many total points? I'm gonna think low, kind of like it's gonna be up there, but like lower than Chris. I'm gonna go 163.
163.
My total points. That's my guess.
Who's winning, Caleb? Who's winning this?
Now let me dive into.
Yeah.
Let me. I just want to.
Yeah,
For
sure.
me, winning the 2024 national championship. Give me the Huskies.
The Huskies. Ooh.
Give me UConn. Give me UConn just because I believe they're on a roll from what I did research wise, and I just see I have a feeling in my bones, and plus I love dogs, so go Huskies.
So if Houston is playing UConn in the Natty, who knows? We might do a live stream.
Well, I think you're just stupid for picking Houston for that going that far, but we'll just leave it at that.
I just think Houston's just better than UConn because they'll beat them in the Natty.
You're a bit silly there, bud. Anyways, guys, this wraps up the March tournament brackets. Sorry, I'm putting my computer down. So, like I said, there is still time. I'm gonna try to get this video out before Thursday, right? Because Thursday's the deadline.
Yep. Thursday at noon is when the tournament
So
starts.
you should be seeing this video like Wednesday, hopefully. Which is tomorrow. We'll get it out there. But this is the end of our bracket. Please join. Please sign up. Or if it's too late, I mean, just stay tuned. We'll probably be updating the brackets on our Instagram, just for like engagement with you guys and everything. So leave us know leave us in the comments, DM us on Instagram. Let us know what you think of our brackets. We'd love to hear. As two football fans trying to do a March Madness bracket, Chris has some experience in March Madness. I just probably about 2 years under my belt in terms of high school. But yeah, we're really excited for this March Madness tournament, and we'll probably be live streaming some games, have some things planned. Like I said, we'll keep you updated on Instagram. Chris, do you have any closing thoughts before we leave out?
Yeah, we have, as of right now, the last time I checked my phone, we had 30 members in our bracket pool. So thank you to everyone that's joined it so far. You still have time. You still have up until Thursday at noon to join it. Once again, link will be in the description of this video. We will be posting on all of our stories, on all of our platforms, on Instagram. So just click the link in our story. And in the post of the most recent post of the Bench to Mike podcast account, just copy and paste that link into your search engine. That'll show up there. Just click the button that says join group, and you'll be in. Click, just fill out your bracket, and then please
make a name.
Please make a name. Please make a name, because right now there's probably 60% of the people that are in there. It's ESPN fan, yada yada yada. It's the name that the website gives you. So please just make a name, because the first place will be getting a prize. You will be going home with a special prize from the BTM crew.
Absolutely, we're really excited for this, and we'll hopefully can do a long line of March Madness tournaments with the BTM podcast. But thank you all again for season 1, season 2 coming this summer. In terms of CF3, please stay tuned for spring vlogs and the Flag City Phantoms videos, and also working more with Pack Money Benny, because that's going to be a long thing this summer. But in terms of us, we'll have workout videos. We have a special thing with Sam Sulek kind of thing planned. But we are really excited, for the future of this podcast. Season 1 was great, and we wrapped it up well with the Kalamazoo Green Ice game. Please please comment, please subscribe if you're new. Thank you for listening always to the podcast. It helps us out with watch hours to get monetized and keep this podcast and channel going. We love doing it. It's a hobby, but obviously the end goal is to kind of do this full time and keep making content for you guys, because we love doing this, and we're just a bunch of college kids. So, Chris, I'll let you close this out.
All right. So I guess that wraps up our night of kind of recapping the best moments of our vlog season 1 and the March Madness special, if that's what you want to call this. So hope you have a good night, everybody. Good luck with your brackets, and stay safe, and God bless you all.
And it goes a little something like